Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Dua Lipa from the band Dua Lipa. And buckle up, because oh boy, we're in for a big one today. In between episodes, I've been over inside of the Nether Hub busy working on some things to prepare for the big project today. That's an interesting tool you have there, my pig friend. But you see, there's a catch. Before we can get to building Minecraft's biggest farm, we of course, first up, we have to farm. There we go. Turn all that stuff into some scaffolding. Hey, gonna need a lot more than that. There we go. That should be closer. Hopefully that's enough. Final stop of the day is up here over at the mountain. We need to do just the tiny bit, the smallest bit of enchanting. We'll go ahead and do that enchantment right there, and efficiency too. It's not what I'm looking for. We'll go ahead and enchant it one more time. Even worse, efficiency 1. Gosh. I guess I'll take a break and come back later and enchant a little bit more. Let's crack on with it. In the last episode, I asked you all, my wonderful friends, what farm we could be building. I wasn't sneaky enough. I didn't.
It was too obvious.
We spent basically the entirety of the last episode scavenging the nether regions of our nether here. Or, in other words, like the low part of the nether. Maybe there was a better way for me to put that. But you get the point. In between episodes, for this project, I'm gonna need slabs and slabs and slabs. So I added a couple furnaces to the setup over here, and then over here, tons and tons of nether brick, and even more nether brick. Hopefully that's enough for all the slabs I'm gonna need today. But we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, take a seat. It's time. It's finally time that today we build the very first, the very only gold farm of our survival world. Now, for this farm, we need to be inside of the Nether Waste biome entirely. I was thinking what I could do is move straight out this direction, and I want to say this should put us perfectly centered inside of the Nether Waste biome. But I guess we'll find out. So the fun part of today is going to be the mystery, the journey, the path that we take along the way. To be honest, it has been so long since I built this farm. I don't know if it's a good idea, but we're going to try and build it entirely off of memory. Or at least mainly. And if memory serves me right, that means first things first, I need to build all the way up to like basically the nether height build limit, I think. Or like a little below it, but that's where all that scaffolding came in. The first stop of the world, actually. I just counted. There's way more room than I thought. Ideally, I want this thing to be close to everything we're going to build, so I'm going to move it. I think I can get it even closer. One small false start done, out of the way. Now it's time we talk. Take a seat. So usually I do a comment of the day, or question of the day, or sometimes a meme of the day. Every single time I do a scent of the day, that's for sure. But I never ask you guys, like, how are you feeling? And I don't think that's very fair, no. But I'm not asking how you're feeling. And today, I'd like to know about the music you're feeling lately. Right now, who is your current favorite musician? For me, it's a hard one. It is real hard, but if I had to pick a band, I'll go with the 1975 right now. Kind of vibing with their stuff. So you let me know your answer down below, and here we are. Up at the top of everything. This is terrifying. I don't like it, but up at the top of everything. I think, if I can remember correctly, we need to backtrack a little bit. I believe it was like 248, or maybe it was 247? Let's think about this. We need like 3 floors. Do a little bit of math, thinking. I think it's 247, except I think it's one off of 247, like off of the side, and I'm terrified. I'm terrified already. I don't like this. I think we build one off over this way as a slab, definitely, so like gas don't spawn, and then I think I remember this being the center block of the farm. Oh, hi. Okay, so let's just assume this is all perfect. One thing that I remember for sure, because it hasn't changed in literally ever, is what we do is from the center, we go 24 blocks out. You see, 24 blocks is going to be our mob spawning radius, which means when I stand dead center inside of our farm, I'm not feeling these invisible blocks at all. Anyways, what I say in dead center inside of our farm, 24 blocks away. So in other words, how do I do this? Like that. Yeah. In other words, 24 blocks out, piglin can actually spawn. But the one thing that I remember is if I start building that like that right now without any slabs on top of this thing, we're gonna get swarmed by like gas and things like that. So absolutely 100% I tower up, and if my dimensions are right, I can do it. Could I keep doing it? My memory is perfect. It's amazing. Ask me anything and I'll remember the answer. Oh, that's amazing. Then you see, the memory serves me correctly, which it has so far. From this block we go 7. After that we go ahead and place 1 more, and then go 2. And real quick here, oh boy, we're getting close to the Basalt Delta biome right there. Do we have space for like 5, 6 or so? Ooh, we're right on the edge. Oh, I think we're gonna be good though. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be fine, because the circle, it's gonna curve away from that, and I think it's only like 5 blocks thick, and right now we're in the nether waste, so we should hopefully be good. I guess only time will tell. Anyways, back over here, we're gonna go ahead and go 2, and then we're gonna do it 1 more time. And remember, this is all off of memory right here. We go 2, 2, 2, 3 2s. 1 more section of 2, and that'll do it. Now, taking a look at our trajectories right here, what we're gonna have to do is go 1 more, and the lighting just changed, okay. Then we're gonna go 1 more, and then right here, this final one, we should be lined up perfectly, perfect diagonal with that center. All I need to do to make sure I got all these right dimensions off the top of my head, again, very important you remember that, is, I do it again. I do 2 1s, then I do 4 2s, and then I do a 7. And if I land, I land. Yeah. Alright, so we should line up, not with the scaffolding, but actually that block right there. I'm gonna have to double check the coords for sure. 173, 196. Let's see if I got this right. 173, 196, 173, 196, 173, 196, and here it is, the center. One of those numbers should line up, 173. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It looks off center. It definitely looks off. But I think we're good. Maybe. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. I didn't. And again, okay, I lied. Bruh. You think I'm a psychopath or something? There's no way I would have ever remembered those circled dimensions right there. I had to look at my old video for this one, and oh my gosh, I was like listening to this video, listening to myself talk about it. Did I eat, like, consume gallons and gallons of soap and just other things you probably shouldn't consume back then? Why does it sound like that? Oh no. Alright, so the moment of truth, which admittedly should have come way, way earlier on, but the moment of truth. We have the inner circle fully completed right there. This is going to be the top of the platform. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally on this 5th one, we should still be in the nether waste biome, or we need to be. And we are. We're close. We're so close, but close? Yeah, but like far still. Yeah. All right, so now at this point in the build, all I need to do is basically do it all again. I need to figure out the dimensions for the outside circle, which check, I think I got that. And then basically do the whole outside ring so it stays a perfect circle. Then what I have to do is come back in and fill it all in the middle. I'm thinking nether bricks, and just a little bit more nether bricks. Just a bit of time later, inspired by today's scent of the day, which is Wild Berry Rose. Here we have a gigantic, massive, biggest circle in the entire Minecraft world, with some incorrect placements in there, but that's fine, Gigantic, big circle, very impressive, so wow, very, very beautiful even. Now it's time for all of those wonderful magma blocks that we were getting in the last episode. What I think I need to do from this point on is work my way back up to the top of the farm here and basically build spawning platforms. I need to make sure these spawning platforms are 2 blocks below, like each other. So we have that right there, then we go down 2 and do another one and another one and another one. These spawning platforms also, the entire time of their existence, need to stay right below this thing. So 5 out right there, that should be exactly perfect. No stress or worry or anything, but all it takes is one simple misplace. And all of a sudden, I'm going to have gas spawning. They're going to blow me up. I want to say, from when I've done this before, I feel like I remember the easiest way to really get going with this one was to, like, do the counting again for the outside of the circle and, like, double check maybe every once in a while or something. This is where it starts to get a little bit tedious and a little bit long. I mean, it's easy, but it's a lot. But once I get going with this thing, like once I start to get farther away, if everything is working correctly, we should start to see those beauties pop in over there. Oh, this is a great sign. Now at this point, perhaps the most tedious part of it all is the fact that I need to do it not only 1 time, but 2 times and 3 times. This farm is going to have 3 floors. The cool thing about the design that I'm using is if you're insane and you want to do, you can go ahead and make this like 5 floors, but you would have to literally be, you'd literally have to be insane. When I'm said and done with 1 ring, we should end up with something that looks a little bit something like this. That's 1 inner ring, check, done, out of the way. Now, I've been thinking about how I want to do this. It's going to be a lot of building. I think what might be easier to do is maybe like I do every single inner ring, then I go and do every outer ring, and then finally I do the easy part last, which is going to be like fill every single block in. Pulling all of this off is, however, going to take a lot of magma blocks, and a lot of magma blocks, at least right now, it's not what I have in the inventory. I think it's time we go back down to the nether hub, get every single shulker box, fill it up with magma blocks, and head back up. The sad part about today is taking a look at how many slabs I have inside of my inventory stockpile here, which is laughable. And taking a look at what's going on over here when it comes to slabs that I have left. It's this right here, or at least blocks that I could make slabs out of. I'm running low. I guess we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves with this one here, but I'm thinking after this step, we might actually have to go take a break from the nether and go source some materials. Welcome back, everybody. Look at my box. That's a lot of things. So, common theme in this world is overdoing it. I seem to somehow always overdo it. At this point in our cool project today, I've now finished every single magma block ring, and I literally have everything inside of this shulker box still waiting and ready, and I also have a full double chest, all the way full of magma blocks down below, waiting, ready to go too. I don't know how that happened. So for this next part, we need to build a couple arms, if you will, reaching out towards the center. I spent a long time thinking about the aesthetics that I wanted to pull off or try and execute with this build today, and I'm thinking it's dark. I think it's evil. I'm thinking it's also apparently like transparent blocks a lot, but more so dark and evil. The last time I built a gold farm, which was like over a year ago, but regardless, the last time I built a gold farm, I'm pretty sure I went for this like bright feeling with a lot of quartz. I'm not feeling like that anymore. Times have changed. For this part, I was able to take a look around our world and scavenge together all the supplies. So for now, for this part, we should be pretty much set. But after this, I think we're gonna actually have to take a break. These dark and evil blocks, did they look so good together. Before the Nether Hub project, I don't know how, but I actually like kind of completely forgot about Blackstone. I mean, now that I think about it, it probably has something to do with the fact that I haven't really done much with the Nether in this world, and the fact that I think Blackstone is so intense. Like, it's kind of hard to fit into a build, but Blackstone is perfect for this. Also perfect for this are seeming to be the rates of this farm. It's been so long since I built one of these things, but look at this. It's Piglin and Piglin. They're literally all over the place. This is beautiful. All right, so with these platforms in and pretty much good to go, the aesthetics of the middle part. I want the middle part to still be dark and evil, but I don't really want to build with like all of these blocks. So I did a little bit of thinking and planning, and then a little bit of thinking. And I think glass would be really, really cool here. Perfect even. Now, for this part of the build, we don't need like too much glass, but we do need at least a little bit of glass. And when it comes to glass in this world, I'm not doing too hot. I have this right here, the 18 more. So we're gonna need to take a break. Whoa, no. Yes, absolutely yes, but also no. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. Oh, yikes. I didn't think about that. I'll fix that later. I'll worry about it later. It's about time we take a break. Head over to the nearest desert that I can think of off the top of my head and get a bunch of sand. And so, nearest desert that I can think of, I think approximately is going to be over here. I feel like I have this memory of flying over to the Axolotl outpost or going over to it and then flying in this general direction until eventually I introduced the candle of the day segment. And while I was introducing that candle stuff, I also was collecting a bunch of sand. I don't exactly know how much sand I'm gonna need. Maybe like 4 stacks or so. Yeah, we'll get like 4 stacks. That should be good. After doing the smallest bit of sand digging, I always forget how quick it is to actually dig up and collect sand. But after doing the smallest bit of sand digging, I flew back over to the portal, went into the portal, sailed back over to the nether hub, and smelted the glass up. So back up top here, crazily enough, we're actually like almost done with the build today. While I wait for the glass download to smelt up, I do have a little bit of... Oh no. I might actually have more than enough glass already. Middle platform. I'm pretty sure that we could build this middle platform out of solid blocks, or in other words, glass right here. Imagining a room down below this thing once it's fully finished. Imagine the top of this thing being glass. You could look up and see the piglins like charging in. Not only would it be aesthetically so cool, but I was also thinking that like being able to see all of the life rushing desperately towards me just to give me, it will be like a sentimental feeling. So again, it's been so long since I built this beauty. You have to excuse my memory, but I definitely remember having basically 2 sets of circles. We have the circle on the outside, and then we have the circle on the inside. The circle on the inside is where I stand, and piglins absolutely need to not be able to get to. And then the circle on the outside is to like funnel them around the farm to get them to the middle. Circle on the inside, circle on the outside. I built them both out of glass. We're luxurious here. It'll be nice and fancy. Now somehow we need to contain this thing, and that somehow is what I don't know about right now. I've been thinking about it. Do I want to do like more slabs right here, like blackstone slabs? It could work, and it'll kind of match the aesthetic, but I always get so tempted to put quartz in here. You're gonna have to stop me from getting quartz. Honestly, working on this whole farm today has been some kind of a big nostalgic dream. It's throwing me back to the Minecraft guide and kind of reminded me of how much I miss that series format. Like the Minecraft guide, it just hit different. It hit different back then, and in 2023, if it happens, I think it'll hit different too. But anyways, you didn't hear anything about that here. So the rest of the farm, we stand on like this block right down there or somewhere near it. Then we have this middle block, and then we funneled all of the mobs into like a block right there, if I can remember. Which, yeah, that checks out. I think that's good. Funnel the mobs onto a block. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky. I definitely remember that we want to have the mobs sitting at 246, which is going to be 1 lower than the slab. So how do I pull that off? Oh, problem. I just realized I was thinking about how I was going to do this, and I need to stand here, and they need to be able to see me in these solid blocks right here. Even though I can see through them, I don't know if it's going to work. It might be a problem. Look, no matter what, we do it in style. We place that down right there. That's where I definitely stand. Then from that spot, we absolutely have this throwaway block. I'm pretty sure. Then we have the actual block that they stand on. That's where they need to land, and then needs to go back right there, so they don't get to me. To stop gas from spawning right there, but up in the air, I think what I need to do is half slab right up there. I think. Alright, look, we think about it like this. If I were a piglin, then I was really angry. I would charge to the middle. I would run. I would walk up right here. Then I would walk over, and I would fall right down there. And then contain all of that and make sure they don't go anywhere else. I add a couple slabs right here. Maybe one more right there. Maybe one more there, and there, and there, and it should work. I think that'll do it. Alright, so in the game, we think about this. We got the circle around this thing. There's no way for any piglins whatsoever to make their way into the middle. Alright, that checks out. That should be good. There's this spot right here where they'll walk up, and absolutely, again, they won't be able to make it anywhere. Okay, that looks good. Every single one of these is on a half slab, which means absolutely no gas popping in. Okay, that's good. And then this spot right here. This could be the one tricky, dangerous spot. I think what I want to do for this is drop a block right there. Maybe, I don't know. Look, alright, so look, there's one of two outcomes with this. Either option one, it works flawlessly, and we continue our 0-death record. Option two, there's a big problem. Really, really bad problem. And I just messed the whole world. Oh, yep, there's a problem. Oh, freeze frame. Stop right there. Will our strong, handsome adventurer make it, or will we meet our very first death of the world? Well, from the looks of things, it looks like we'll have to find out next week. That's right, you've made it to the biggest cliffhanger of the entire series. Thank you all so much for watching the Gold Farm episode. I hope you liked it, and I'm glad the farm works. A big shout out Patreon gang, the great Vegeta, Michael H, CK, and Doug. Thank you so much. Smack that subscribe button to catch the conclusion of the Gold Farm saga in the next episode, and check out this video next. Goodbye, everyone.